Hey everybody, Jake of the OneManBand is back again. You're out there in YouTube lands, and I am back with another RWBY Volume 2 episodic review. Alrighty, just real quick to all you guys, my second feedback video is coming soon. It's going to be coming out tomorrow, that's Saturday for you guys. So yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way, just in case you guys were wondering. You don't care, do you? Alrighty, so in this episode we got character development out the wazoo. And it's really, really good stuff. Alrighty, so, once again, we're still at the dance, that's all going down. We're once again reminded that Ruby and John are socially awkward, right there at the very beginning. And in this episode, we finally see John coming into his own once again. It's like his second rebirth, if you will. So, he notices Weiss is alone, and then he finds out that Neptune turned her down for her offer to go to the dance with him, and then he also sees Pyrrha alone. And right when that happened, I was like, this is one of those Paragon Renegade decisions, isn't it? Pyrrha's Paragon, and going after Neptune is Renegade. Luckily, he did choose the Paragon. He went after Pyrrha. You know, nobody asked her to the dance, because a lot of you guys suggested that basically she's been put up on a pedestal so high, and people just think she's too perfect and just way above them as a person for them to even be on the same level. And John was the only person who treated her as an equal. He didn't know who she was, and that's why she instantly took a liking to him. And, of course, then he finally figures it out in his brain that, you know, Pyrrha probably likes him more in a friend kind of way. And then Neptune shows up, and he's so cool, but he can't dance. Just like everyone else. Real quick, would you rather be cool or have the ability to dance? Luckily, I have both, if you don't count me not being cool. So, with these actions, what John does is that he has a man-to-man talk with Neptune, smacks Neptune back into his place, and one thing that I really found interesting is that Neptune, he would rather turn down a girl and kind of break her heart, in a sense, rather than let him and her be embarrassed by his inability to dance. Is that chivalrous or selfish? I'm not sure. But besides Neptune's cockiness and just suaveness around ladies and stuff about that, I do think that deep down he's a good guy. And then John shows up to the dance in a dress, which he promised he would if Pyrrha didn't have a date. And for, you know, he's got a pretty good bod. Like, he probably packed on some muscle during all that training. I mean, I'm just saying, that's what his body structure suggested. And then there's the awesome synchronized dance, which was amazing. I want the RWBY Volume 2 soundtrack right now. But we do also learn that Jean had 7 sisters. Now, maybe it's some sort of gender flip back to the whole Snow White and the 7 Dwarves thing going on. Maybe. I think it really depends on if and when we meet his sisters, if they each are based off some sort of emotional, idealistic thing, I don't know. But definitely something to think about. Also, some important points to point out about the dance is that the teachers and the headmasters were at the dance, probably supervising it. We saw Oobleck, Port, Good Witch, Ozpin, and Ironwood. And there was probably others there from the other schools, but, you know, they're not important, so who gives a crap. And then we also saw Penny there. although flanked by her guards, she was present. So it's like she's being put in the social scenario, but she isn't allowed to interact with anybody. Yeah, and this is going to really help her in the future. But I guess her secret friendship with RWBY has really helped her grow as a person, you know, being able to process human emotion with her being a robot and such. Alrighty, now we get on to the really cool part. During this dance, obviously it forms the perfect opportunity for Cinder to infiltrate the transit tower. That's what it looked like. Yes, it was the transit tower. And even though it's guarded, she makes quick work of any guard that gets in her way. Now, not only does she have ninja skills and awesome ninja outfits, but we do get a look at her weapon and her fighting style. Now, we already knew that she could control dust and kind of summon it, but we also see here that she's able to conjure or summon both blades and bows made out of dust. Now, this probably amplifies the hypothesis that she has infused her body with dust. I mean, it could also be her clothes, but she did not have her signature red dress on. So, the tattoo on her back of the Oblivion Gate, that's just what I'm calling it, that's probably her conduit for the dust that's inside her body. And then, even later on in the episode, when RWBY goes to investigate, I did like it how they brought in the rocket-propelled lockers again to kind of show you how it has a practical use. It brought Crescent Rose to RWBY. But when they fought RWBY and Cinder, Cinder was able to take dust in its powder form and transform it into crystallized versions of it and then shoot it at RWBY, as well as completely block dust rounds. So, what I believe is that she is completely immune to any dust. She can manipulate any form of dust. So, bullets won't work on her. So really the only way that they're going to beat Cinder is basically by brute melee force. But so, if she has the power to control and completely transmutate dust, maybe her plan is to use the giant quantities of dust that Roman Torchwick has stolen and create a giant spire or golem or something. I mean, who knows? But we do now know of Cinder's fighting style. She's quick, she's agile, she uses dust to her advantage. She can summon weapons at will, so she is never without a weapon. Really scary. Really scary. But what I think is the most important part of this episode is what Cinder was looking for. As we see when she gets on the computer, we just see that she's hacking it. And both at the end of the episode and when Cinder finds the file she's looking for, it shows a black queen chess piece on the screen. Now think back to the very end of Volume 1, where Crow sent Ozpin a message, the queen has pawns. Queen has pawns. Now, I originally thought that probably meant Cinder. But since Cinder was researching it, it means one of two things. One, she's confirming the suspicions that the headmasters have against her. Or two, she is not the queen chess piece. Someone else is. Maybe Summer Rose, maybe the transient princess, maybe Yang's mother. Who knows? What we do know is that Cinder wanted that information. Ironwood had that information. What is not being told to us? Stuff to think about. Alrighty guys, that's probably gonna end this review right here. I kind of just simplified it for you, hit the facts that I wanted to hit. Leave a like and comment if you enjoyed. Be sure to write down all your theories, all your thoughts, again, down in the comments. And leave a like, favorite, share, maybe. I don't know. Basically, I'll see you guys next time I'm out there in YouTube land. Feedback video 2 is coming out tomorrow. That's Saturday for you guys. And soon, another feedback video is going to be going out too, since it took so long for me to get to the second one. But anyway, I'll see you guys out there in YouTube land. Yeah!